Okay, once the mindset is there and you understand the principles, it comes down to execution. Ideas alone aren't enough.
He's very clear. Ideas are worthless chemical reactions. Execution is priceless process. Execution is what separates dreamers from builders. Don't just dabble, commit. Think chess strategy, not checkers. Simple moves.
And who is absolutely central to successful execution.
The customer. Your tribe. You have to listen to them obsessively.
Why? What do you listen for?
Complaints. Complaints are signals, opportunities in disguise.
What kinds of complaints?
He breaks them down. Complaints of change, people just resisting something new, that's normal. Complaints of expectation, these show where your operations or marketing are failing. Fix those. But the gold is complaints avoid.
Complaints avoid?
Yeah, these reveal unmet needs, things customers wish you offered. They point towards new products, services, revenue streams, huge opportunities.
And customer service is a Fastlane tool.
A massive one. He called it SUCS service that unfurls customer expectations. Basically, exceed their often low expectations. That turns customers into loyal clients and, importantly, disciples.
Disciples who spread the word.
Exactly. They become your free marketing department, your free human resource system. Word of mouth is powerful. It drives repeat business and new customers.
What if you can't fix the complaint?
Manage expectations clearly, and don't try to please the chronic, exploitive complainers. Respond politely once, then move on. You can't win them all.
And bad service elsewhere is an opportunity.
Huge opportunity. Industries known for terrible service are ripe for a Fastlane business to come in and just be better. He also mentions the look big, act small strategy project, a strong image, but deliver personal, exceptional service.
The source also emphasizes branding and focus. A business versus a brand.
Big difference. Businesses survive, maybe. Brands thrive. A business might just sell widgets, competing on price, commoditization. A brand has a strong identity, a connection.
Built around a USP, unique selling proposition.
Absolutely critical. That's your differentiator. What makes you unique? It needs to be specific, concrete, provable. Domino's 30 minutes or free is the classic example. His limo service promising, we send you business or you don't pay. Keep it clear, concise, integrate it everywhere.
How do you get your brand noticed?
Rise above the noise. He suggests ways. Maybe polarize carefully. Arouse emotions. Be a bit unconventional or risque. Encourage interaction. People love talking about themselves. Use surveys, questions. Even price can be a differentiator if it signals superior value. Own space in the customer's mind.
And focus. He advises against spreading yourself too thin early on.
Very strongly. Business monogamy, he calls it. Pick one Fastlane business initially and pour everything into making it succeed. Kick ass at it.
Not business polygamy.
Not at first. Splitting focus leads to weak, half-built assets. Get one business system strong, profitable, and maybe even automated. Then you can consider diversifying. Successful monogamy can lead to successful polygamy using the resources from the first success.
So pulling it together, he uses that FASTLANE acronym as a kind of process summary.
Yeah, the supercharger. And key letters there, things like E for educate, lifelong learning, A for automate, the time commandment, R for replicate, scale, and the law of affection. It reinforces that it's an ongoing process, a journey that becomes your life, not just a finish line.
He also circles back to those common roadblocks people face.
Right. Debt, bad job, no time, unsupportive people. He acknowledges these are real and common, but insists they aren't insurmountable. Change starts with beliefs, then choices. Opportunities exist everywhere, even outside your current job or situation. Leverage what you do have, like the teacher using summer break.
And again, the goal isn't just materialism.
No, it's freedom. Freedom from being imprisoned by the need for things. Freedom to afford things outright if you choose, because your systems support it. That's the distinction.
And the most important step is just starting.
Yes. It doesn't matter where you start, but how you proceed. Open the garage door, take the first step. Maybe that's just analyzing your past choices. Maybe it's starting to actively look for needs. Just begin.
So to wrap up this deep dive, the fundamental shift explored in the source is moving away from being just a consumer or trading time like in the slow lane.
And becoming a producer.
Right.
Building scalable, controllable systems. That's the Fastlane approach.
We've highlighted some really key distinctions from the source. Wealth isn't primarily built via a job. Compound interest is an accelerator later, not the engine itself. Control is vital. Income growth trumps pure expense cutting. You need to think and act differently than the majority.
You really now have a different map, a different framework laid out by the source material. The principles, the tools are there.
And the author leaves us with a really powerful thought. He who chooses the beginning of the road chooses the place it leads to. It is the means that determines the end.
Yeah. So based on this deep dive, the question for you, the listener, is what does your current road imply about your future destination? And are the means you're using right now truly aligned with the end you actually want?
That's definitely something to reflect on. Think about the paths you're on your job, any side projects, your financial habits. Consider the principles, the commandments, choices, time, risk. What's your definition of wealth, freedom, health, relationships? What's one small choice you could make today to start aligning your means with your desired end? What really stood out for you from this discussion?